Anybody's just to come in and mess things up.
Oh, hello. You totally caught me watching a very educational documentary about ancient Egypt. Can you believe it's October already? And it is almost, well, there's still 2 months. There's still 2 months until we can use our brand new planners. Look at that. December 31st will be a very enjoyable day. Hello, future yacht buddies. Today, I'm going to rave on about a situation I find myself in every year at about this time. Around October, November, I start to lose a lot of motivation and just general interest in planning in the last few months of my current year planner. In my Hobonichi, the blank pages start racking up, even for the spots I'd normally be pretty diligent about. And I get an overall sense of disenchantment about the planner I was once so excited to get. So, getting a new Hobonichi for the next year is one of the most exciting parts of life for me. I can't tell that to too many people in my life because whenever I start to tell them about this fancy Japanese planner that I have, their eyes glaze over and they look at me with pity and generally try to steer the conversation to something else. I don't let them though. I keep bringing it back to Hobonichi. It becomes a bit of a battle of wits with every conversation.
So, what have you been up to lately?
Oh, I've just received my new Hobonichi Techo order from Japan, and I'm really excited to start using it. But there's still so many months away, and I can't stop thinking about how awesome it's going to be.
Huh?
You know, the Hobonichi Techo. I told you all about it last time I saw you when I was deciding what to order. I went through all the pros and cons about each size and all the covers.
Oh, right. Your notebook. So, how's your wife going?
She's going great. I've almost convinced her to get a Hobonichi for next year. She likes the idea, but thinks it's too expensive for what it is. I can show you the covers she liked too, if you like. Let me just open my phone and I'll navigate to the site.
Actually, that sounds great, but I really have to go. Maybe next time. I'm late for a colonoscopy appointment. Bye.
But remember how exciting it was waiting for your current planner to arrive? Remember the joy you felt when the delivery guy threw it from his truck onto your driveway? And how grateful you were that nobody in your slightly dubious neighbourhood stole it? And all those expectations you had when you opened it? It's still here. You still have it. And it's still waiting for you to give it some planning, love and attention. Remember all those hopes and dreams you had for it at the start of the year? It's still got time to live up to its potential. The temperature in Australia might be starting to get a bit vindaloo curry hot, and even though I'm scared of gaining more weight from all the ice cream I'll probably be gobbling down in the summertime, none of that is my current planner's fault. Actually no, I plan on replacing ice cream with watermelon. But we shouldn't wish away the rest of the year just because we want to use our new Hobonichis. This year's still going. There's still daily pages to fill, weekly tasks to be planned, money to be budgeted out the window, and work to be done. There's still a couple of months of that left. And the current Hobonichi, if you got lucky with this one, still has the same high quality paper, the same layouts and general feel of the new one I'm waiting to use. The only difference is if you've ordered a different size like I have for next year. My current planner is an A6 and I'll be moving to an A5 Cousin next year, so I'll be gaining the weekly spread. Of course, there are a whole bunch of reasons why I'm not enjoying my current planner, which I've talked about in a few previous videos. But basically, I'm not enjoying the A6 original size, as well as the lack of a weekly spread. That's all valid, but it's not enough to discount the enjoyment I should be getting out of using it for the last bit of the year. And there's a big reason to keep using your old planner for the next few months. It's the perfect time to test out any new ideas you might have, or any new systems you're thinking of taking into the new year. It's a great time to experiment without having to do it in January, when you'd rather not mess up your brand new planner. Now's the time to perfect everything you're thinking about doing. Colours, pens, layouts, stickers, anything and everything. I'm having trouble deciding on whether I should use cursive writing or normal printing in my daily pages for next year. I feel like I really like the flow of cursive writing as I write. But do I actually like the look of it? Is it too hard to read? Is that a positive? Because when I'm eventually abducted by aliens and the paranormal investigators are searching through my Hobonichi for any clues, they won't be able to decipher my scrawl, and my embarrassing secrets will stay secrets. So, now's my time to compare printed handwriting with cursive in the daily pages and decide which one I really prefer, or if some type of weekly, monthly, alternating style might be more aesthetically pleasing. And no matter what system you have in place, there's always a new idea or two that you want to try or test out, and now is the time. When your Hobonichi is no longer the fresh new book that it was at the start of the year, when you were so neat and diligent with all your entries, before the motivation demon came and stole all your planning mojo from you, now is the time to tell this demon to go jump in a lake or something, and to mark down on its own planner to not bother you again until next October. As a side note, I went for a bit of a walk in the forest yesterday to clear my head and get some outside time, and to think more about my 2026 system that I'll be using in my Hobonichi Cousin. It was great to get some fresh air and be in nature, and it really put me in a positive mood about it all. Well, except I did see a big lizard that came out of the middle of the path. It was huge. I'm pretty sure it was a blue-tongued lizard. But anyway, he stared at me as I was coming and then ran into the bushes. I would have taken some video of him, but I didn't want to embarrass him too much more as I ran past him, screaming like a little girl. I'm a bit sorry I didn't at least take a picture from a distance, or ask him if he had any plans for 2026 and what his lizard hopes and dreams were. Now I'll never know. But that'd be interesting. But the point is, nature is awesome. And it's really the best thing you can do to get some perspective on anything in life, planning or otherwise. There's something about just being somewhere without buildings, cars, and a lot of people that really clears your mind and makes you feel good inside. And pairing it with a walk just magnifies it all. I think that's about all I have to say about it all today. Don't worry, Hobo 2025. I won't abandon you, like all those others I have in the past. Don't listen to those nasty rumours about a 5-year Techo that I once had. I promise I'll stick with you to the end of the year. But after that, you're going in the cupboard.